Hardmark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You not pee in the pool. You not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Welcome to the Hardmark Podcast, everybody. Rumpus Time has begun. My name is Eric Donaldson. The purpose of Rumpus Time is to explore the mind of the weird and wonderful star of our program. He is the man of 54,097 compliments, the soul skater, the maitre d' of Matt Drama, the Tampa Bay topsider, the living painting, the talent. He is the general of the land, captain of the air, and the admiral of the sea. He is flying Ryan Murphy. Ryan, how are you doing on this fine, fine day?
I'm good, and I also went to McDonald's today, just for your reference.
Did you get the land, air, and sea?
No. I didn't, Eric, but let me tell you something about McDonald's. And I will. I promise the viewers I will, and I will do it.
I don't believe you at all, for the record.
No, I will. Hey, Eric, this is right up my alley. I just don't... I know I'm going to feel like shit after I eat it. That's my only delay. But it sounds good. So, what was I doing? I had to go to the store for some reason. I went to the store, and then McDonald's right there. I was hungry. It's like on my lunch, and I went there, and I got 2 plain spicy McChickens, and holy shit, those are so fucking good. Like, I forgot how good those things were. And I was like, I'm gonna have to go back tonight and get like 3 more, and just cut it off at that point. Because if I keep, I'll get fat. I feel fatter already, you know, like, or I feel like heartburn coming, you know, like, yeah. But very good. So I absolutely will be trying that sandwich soon, but I made my way to McDonald's for the first time in probably like been McDonald's like a year. So
I was so certain that you were not going to do this. So I did something that I did not expect that I was going to do. If you would have asked me when we recorded the last Rumpus Time, I was so hungry yesterday that I downloaded the McDonald's app, and I basically said to myself, If they have the land, air, and sea on their app, I will order it. I looked all over that fucking app. They don't have it there.
It's a specialty like item, you know. You gotta go in person.
I will not ask a human being for this. If I can just be in the shadows ordering this fucking monstrosity of a burger in the peace of my own home, and then just go and grab the bag and run away, like that I would do. I would not tell another living soul, I want this, and then have them prepare that for me. That's a bridge too far for me.
What if you just went into McDonald's and you ordered a McChicken, a hamburger, and a fish, just 3 burgers, and then you put it together yourself? I would consider
that, but that does sound like a lot of work just to eat.
Not really.
Because you gotta assemble it.
You said originally you like basically have to order and assemble it yourself.
I think you do, for the record. I'm pretty sure you do.
So just buy it. Like that, there'll be no hints that you're fucking trying the land, air, and sea burger. You don't, want to deal with it in person.
Yeah.
And just put it together yourself, you know. That's what I might do.
All right.
But I will absolutely... Well done. You gave it a shot, you know.
Gave it a try.
But I will go in there and do it. Like, it sounds... Fuck, with what they served me today, holy shit, I'm on board with McDonald's right now. Like,
you're riding that McDonald's train, I understand.
You know, I've been looking at their lines, I'm like, who goes to McDonald's anymore, right? Like who does that,
right.
You know, but holy shit, these things were out of this world good. Like,
I'm glad you had a positive experience. Still no muffalettas, though.
No muffalettas. I haven't had muffaletta yet. That one scares me a little bit. It sounds great, but it does, like, it intimidates me, you know, with the olive spread.
There's nothing intimidating about it, Ryan. Well, that actually leads us to what is likely going to be the entirety of this episode. I guess we'll see how it goes. But this is the very first episode that we've done after the big Las Vegas meetup. You may hear a little tinge of congestion in my voice. That is because I got COVID in Las Vegas. Not only that, Ryan also got COVID.
As did I, yes. Yeah. I also sound like kind of congested too. That's like the lingering thing. Like, I can't get it out. Like, I'm trying to like cough it out, but that makes it worse. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the same thing. Like,
I've got two lingering things from the COVID. One is this cough. Just can't quite shake it. Two, and I don't know if you've noticed this, I have been getting sweatier easier now than I was pre-COVID. Have you noticed this?
So I'll just give one example, and maybe this is a common example, maybe not what you're talking about, but on Thursday night, when I started getting the real symptoms, I woke up fucking drenched, and I was so tired I just took one blanket and wiped myself off, and then I flipped over the other blanket I was sleeping with, so it wasn't all sweaty, and then I went back to bed. But it was disgusting. I was like, this is the grossest. But I haven't been necessarily sweatier, but I think I had a fever for maybe a night or two that made me fucking gross in bed.
Ryan Murphy, gross in bed. I even post the actual sickness. I have been sweaty. I found myself there was one time I was playing video games and my palms were just incredibly sweaty. Just doing that and just simple tasks. I started breaking sweats with very little provocation. But that's it. That's the only kind of lingering effects for me, I believe.
I also just one sweaty comment before we move on. I was sitting there in bed, maybe Friday night or Saturday night, and I was like, "Fuck! I must have a massive fever right now because I'm dying." And then I realized that it's 105 degrees outside, and I realized the AC hadn't pumped on yet because we set it for 6 p.m.
Okay.
So I turned the AC on and I was fine, but I thought I was like, shit, I am really sick.
Yeah.
I have a massive fever, but it wasn't. I was just hot as fuck because it's 105 degrees. I hear no AC. So I fixed it, Eric. I saw a problem. I corrected the problem. We corrected course.
That's what Ryan does.
And here we are, But yes, I was concerned. I don't know if that Washington, it seems like it's 65 and raining every day recently. But
we've been in this high 60s, mid 70s. My bedroom has been quickly approaching 80 degrees. I had to set up the AC in the bedroom. That also caused me to sweat. Setting up the AC.
Is that your white noise machine? Does that work as your white noise machine when it's on?
No,
or do you have to still
I have the white noise machine on top of the AC.
Yeah, okay.
So,
yeah, of course.
It's a double situation. But let's get into things. Let's go chronologically, Ryan. I can see you're chomping at the bit to talk about us sleeping together. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it here, Ryan.
Eric,
we'll talk about your sleep apnea in just a moment. But let's start chronologically and refresh my memory. So for anyone who listened to our bonus episode that we did where we kind of ran down the card of AEW Double or Nothing, I don't know that it came up when we recorded that. I don't think that it did, but before we had any frivolity, before we could actually meet up, you had to renew your driver's license because you had let it expire.
I did. I just got it today. But yes.
Oh, you finally just got your physical license.
I finally got it. Yeah. Yep. But yes, that's correct.
So that was a whole rigmarole thing. You had to get your actual birth certificate mailed to you, etc. So by the time I flew in to Vegas on Friday afternoon. I saw you at around, I don't know, maybe 3:30ish or so on Saturday. You had finally gotten all of your stuff together.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
And when you did arrive, you did not arrive with any muffalettas, which I did request that you grab a muffaletta or two, bring it to the pool, and you didn't do that.
I arrived with a $52 fucking shot of tequila and a shitty fucking margarita. That's what I arrived with.
But the Flamingo pool, you were I could tell, you were skeptical about the Flamingo experience leading up to this whole thing. I think you were blown away by the Flamingo pool.
I also was. Yes, absolutely. I would let me give
we
my
almost certainly got
here,
COVID at the Flamingo pool, but we had a great time.
I mean, guys with Miller Lite hats on their head, you're probably gonna get COVID. That pool. I walked in, I was like, this is this is legit. Like, this is the summer party. This is the reason you go to Vegas. Like, right here. Like, this is people wilding out. You know, like it was fucking a great time to walk in. Because I went down to the Strip in February. It was not popping at all. Like,
yeah.
And you go in June, you go on Memorial Day weekend, and holy shit, it was great. Like, I highly endorse this pool and this hotel. Like, for the location, like,
yeah,
highly endorse it now. Yeah,
very centralized, very centralized.
Even though I got COVID from it, I highly endorse it.
Definitely. The fabulous Flamingo and this fabulous COVID. But so you wandered your way in. I'm shocked that you found us, but somehow you managed to find us relatively without issue. And you climbed on into the pool. We hung out there for a few hours. I'd say for me, there's 3 major takeaways from that pool experience. One, there was a couple that were having sex and they got kicked out of the pool. That was pretty cool that happened.
Did you see it?
I did not see them actively having sex. I did see what I would now say to be the foreplay leading up to the sex. I could see, you know, they're making little eyes at each other, they're diddling each other's bodies, etc. But that happened. I did see that. Immediately after they got kicked out of the pool, we found $700 cash at the bottom of the pool.
Keep telling people about this story, like,
and no one believes you.
So the first guy, like, the first $100 I put in my hand, he just walked up with, like, he had like $400 in his hand, and he dropped one, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Can I just have this?" He's like, "Yeah, man." Like, and then I gave him, which would technically probably be a $50 Miller Lite, you know, just one.
Yeah, he more or less broke even. Yeah,
right. So I gave it to him. I was like, thank you, like, you have this." But he just gave me that, and then, I mean, I only found $200, but the other one I found under my foot, like, just floating in the pool. I was like, I have to go.
Yeah.
I have to go. Down to the, I don't know if you're saving this for later, but the pee-ridden pool, like.
That was going to be my next point, but.
Yeah, I went down there, and I grabbed it, and it was worth it.
Totally worth it.
So I had $200 at that point, and that's what I collected out of that $500.
Yeah. For sure, yeah. So we collected a grand total of $700.
I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
But I don't know if you're going to skip this part, but how did Devin collect $500? Like, did he do the same thing? Like, was he stepping on $100 bills, or like?
That's my understanding. I believe so. I'm sure he'll be listening to this.
Over the course of time, he just kind of found
I think
it,
all of his money appeared, like, more or less within a 30-second to 60-second span, and like,
wow,
and like he grabbed a chunk at the same time I did. But I know, because I had zippers on my pockets, I was like, "Give them to me. We should not be flashing this money. I will just zip up all this stuff in my pockets." And and we counted up $700. Not a bad little haul from the pool takeaway there. And even better, even bigger than that, Ryan is officially a hypocrite. Ryan, for all of his bluster, for all of his highfalutin talk, for as big and as bad as he thinks he is, and is up on his high horse as he's been for the past year and change, Ryan peed in the pool not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Probably sounds about right.
I counted. And you made it very obvious every time you were peeing. You would venture to the center of the pool, you'd put your hands on your hips and just, like, look around nervously each time that happened. Sometimes you'd even pop a squat in the center of the pool, like a little kid taking a shit under a table.
It was very hard for me to do this, but, like, here's my thought process. I did realize that no one was getting out to go to the bathroom, so this pool was filled with pee anyway. Like, and I had to pee, and but Eric, I have some broken feet, so I have a great excuse to pee in the pool, and I feel bad about it. I feel regretful. I feel like I did cross my moral line. Yeah,
there's no coming back from that.
I even discussed it with some friends, and I was like, "Dang, you really did that?" Like, if I stood up for a position, and then I did hypocritically fucking pee in the pool like several times.
You walked that back so hard.
And I didn't think first of all, I didn't think you were really going to pee like right next to me, but you did like immediately. I was like probably 20 minutes in.
I was holding my pee for you to show up.
Well, I mean, what was I going to do at that point,
Yeah.
So
just lay back and take it. That's all you could do.
So I did it, Eric, and I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. I don't state this is something I did, but I did do it.
I was proud for you. If that makes you feel any better.
Not in a fucking pool,
Each time I would see Ryan peeing, I would start yelling, like, hey, that guy's peeing! Just so everybody knew what was up.
And then everyone, they start, splashing water, and then, everyone knew to cover their fucking drinks. And I was like, what is this?
That I did not enjoy so much, was the rampant
you probably
splashing.
Had so much pee in your drinks.
For sure.
You drank a lot of pee,
I did definitely. That's probably how I got COVID, is drinking all that pee. More than likely.
Yeah, me too. I barely covered my drink. I was like, what's going on?
I was trying to nudge you, hey, you need to cover that shit up right now. But, I mean, eventually you kind of, you learned. You figured it out. But yeah, so that was the pool experience in a nutshell. Very expensive drinks. But, overall we came out ahead.
God.
I did not understand the severity of your injury, I don't think, until we got out of the pool and you were trailing behind me and the rest of the group. I don't think I fully understood just how slowly you were moving around until that point.
So, I mean, I think for someone who literally shattered their heels 3 months ago, that was pretty impressive to be up and doing this,
Sure.
I think you're undermining my injury a little bit.
I'm not saying I'm just saying I don't think I understood the severity of your situation. I think, to be fair, I think you, by all your touting of I'm 100% healed, you had made it sound as if you were more or less good to go. But then when I saw you in action, I was like, oh shit, this guy's still pretty fucked up.
So here's the thing with this weird injury. My heels, I could sit on them all day. It's not my heels that are having the problem. It's the motion of walking is somehow fucking up the top of my foot. I'm still dealing with it, and it's very frustrating because it's supposed to just be my heels that were broken, and everyone I've talked to is that's normal. It's supposed to take some time to get these things back in motion.
Sure.
And I'm seeing it with walking down the stairs. I can walk up the stairs fine, but down the stairs, you have to kind of bend it, and I'm scared to re-injure it, and so there's a certain aspect of I'm just trying to explain it, Eric, for the viewers.
Go ahead, do it.
It is I am doing my best to be out there. It's the people, with the people. But I walk a little bit slow. But I think after literally shattering my heels in 3 months, that's pretty impressive. I think you have to.
Yeah, I do. And also one thing that kind of, to put it into perspective for the Markomaniacs, of Ryan's still not in a great way yet. Obviously, he's somewhat mobile, but extended amounts of time, or even just really any walking in general, you can tell, oh, that fucking guy, yeah, something happened to him. But we had to explain to multiple Uber drivers that you were not, in fact, fucked up on booze. You were just injured. This happened at least twice.
I remember the one time when we were at was there another time?
At Ellis Island?
Was that
that was that Saturday night when we went to the karaoke thing when we came out of that. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so she was very concerned that you were going to spew all over her car. And we had,
no, for sure.
And I could tell you were surprised. You were looking around what, me?
Yeah, I was. I wasn't even that drunk. I mean, I'd had some drinks, but I wasn't falling over. I was not fucked up like that. So I didn't.
But you understand her perspective of seeing this man.
Yes, no, then it hit me that I was walking like a fucking idiot.
You were walking like a zombie in Walking Dead, yes.
Yeah.
But it definitely happened then. It also happened when we were on the way to the pay-per-view on Sunday. The guy who drove us over there, I think it was before you got in the car, we were just he's coming, he's injured, he looks like he's fucked up, but he's just hurt. He was in a wheelchair.
Well, that was a long walk, and Ish was hustle, man, get out there, we have to go.
Yeah.
Get this all like coordinated, and I was like holding it up.
And I'm just hearing you grunt and.
I was hustling to the best of my ability.
I was trying to play like middleman to kind of bridge the gap between the different groups. But so pool stuff happened that night. Hofbrauhaus. We went to the Hofbrauhaus for the first time after. We first talked about the Hofbrauhaus very, very early in our show's run, where I knew you were going to Vegas. I was talking at the Hofbrauhaus, telling you, hey, you and Greta need to go, blah, 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 blah. I guess first question around the Hofbrauhaus, how did that stack up to your perception of it?
So,
like, exceed your expectations?
It was good. I had a good time. I had a good time there. The food, very heavy, like very rich.
Yes.
Like I think it really kind of bogged me down a little bit because I was like, like I like to eat light when I'm drinking, and then this fucking schnitzel stuff fucking got me. Like it was very good, but it was very heavy. Like so, I just felt like like heavy but okay, talk specifically the Hofbrauhaus. Like
Sure,
I had a good time there. Like I did. Like I got whacked a lot.
Yeah. Yes. So the table had 2 rounds of schnapps. And we got spanked 2 times apiece, with the exception of Amanda. But yeah, we all got
spanked at all.
She didn't get spanked at all.
Yeah.
That's smart. But the first one hurt me worse than the second one for sure.
I feel like they both fucking hurt. Maybe the second one hurt more. Like they feel like they did not take it easy on me at all. Like
they just get
really,
you out of there.
It's a whack. Like they don't fuck around. Like.
I remember in the moment asking you, was that worse than when you got hit by Tony Tate with the kendo stick? And you were like, yes, that was worse.
I think it was. I got hurt so bad that it was worse.
You're gonna hurt his feelings when he hears you say that. We should have checked each other for butt marks, but maybe next time.
You never asked, Eric.
Well, we'll get to sleeping together in just a little bit. But I guess the big event that we had touted for all this time at the Hofbrauhaus, the Stein holding contest, Ryan. The Stein holding contest.
Let's talk about it.
What do you want to talk about?
No, I just want to hear like kind of your perception of it, like who really like came in third amongst 10 people, who dropped out like a little early. How the judge was handling those things, because there was a judge there, and he said, "Stay in." You're good. You're fine.
10 individuals, a lot of people for one judge. I would say 2 judges would have been ideal: a left side judge and a right side judge.
Being a bitch,
just because I like rules. Hey, I like rules. But Ryan, in much the same way that Mark McGuire. He set the home run record. Never mind the andro pumping through his veins. Never mind that little asterisk next to the record. He did a great thing. And Ryan,
Eric,
he also did a great thing.
I respect that comparison. I'll take the Mark McGuire comparison for sure. Like,
some of us are trying to run a clean race out here. Others, like Lance Armstrong, sitting on the other end of this Skype call. He's not necessarily trying to run a clean race, but Ryan was victorious despite my best efforts. He not only did he defeat me in the Stein holding contest, but he finished 3rd place overall, and a close third. You could have maybe even gone, maybe a little bit longer, arch your back a little bit more if you had known that you were so close to victory.
I did get a little round of applause when I left, and that was like the nicest thing about it, regardless of what anyone feels. Like
of course that you would come away from that experience thinking that the round of applause.
I walked off like a king, I feel like, or a prince maybe, like a third
floating
place,
on air.
Whatever. Yeah, that was nice. I had a good time during the Stein holding contest, yeah.
Do you think you would go back to the Hofbrauhaus if the opportunity presented itself?
I think I would go back with the right people, like, people who enjoy that kind of thing. Yeah, for sure. It takes, the Hofbrauhaus is a place you need to be with the people, like, who, it's not something you just go to dinner with. It's someone you go,
no.
You're a little competitive. You want to fucking slam mugs,
Yeah. I had a great time. That was the least rowdy atmosphere I've ever been in.
It wasn't rowdy. I was a little surprised. I was expecting, The bathroom trip in there was fucking weird. Like, the guy was trying to sell me fucking a coin, whatever coin it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was so ridiculous.
He did give me the sales pitch on the coin.
Yeah, and I talked to, and then they put tips right in a glass bowl, like a fucking fish, and it's like, that's a lot of money, like, you know.
Yeah.
I asked the Jen, I was like, can I have some? He's like, no, that's mine. I was like, all right.
Wait, did you really ask the guy
No, I
for
was
some
just
of his...
asking, like, can I have some of this? You know, like,
What? Okay. Is this real? Did you really ask this fucking dude for that money?
I did. He was right there. The janitor was in there. I was like, hey, like, you know.
The sign says, your tip is my salary.
I didn't think it was going to be successful, but hey, you know what? That same guy who dropped a $100 bill, I asked, hey, can I have this $100 bill? He said yes. I had to go for it. You know, I had to go for it again. Maybe the guy's like, hey, stick your hand in there, grab whatever you want. You know, like.
So this strategy was literally batting 1,000 at the time that you asked this gentleman.
That's what I'm saying. You have to go for it. You play the odds, Eric. Even if you lose, you're at batting 500. You know,
that's a good point. That's a good point. You can't win them all, I guess, when it comes to asking people, "Hey, that money that's sitting there, can I just have that, please?"
I was asking for all of it. I was just like, "Hey, man, can I like, is this up for you know, a little bit?" Like, he said no. He said no. I left. I did not buy any of their coin. I did talk to the guy after.
Yeah.
Ridiculous coin, or whatever the fuck it was called. But it was a really funny pitch. I was pissing. I was kind of talking some shit about their coin, you know, but it was fun. It was a good bathroom trip.
Hofbrauhaus, I think, was the first of two conversations that night that you and I had where you were legitimately starting to piss me off.
What did I do?
Hofbrauhaus, you were so indecisive about what you wanted to order. And, like, I was trying to be like, listen, man, I would recommend the schnitzel. That's what I always get. Obviously, there's a lot of other options, too. If something else looks better, you can get that. But I would recommend the schnitzel. And then every time I would say something to that effect, like, oh, but I don't like mushrooms. I was like, then there's one without mushrooms. You can get the one without mushrooms. Yeah, but that's not what you get. It was that, but like 7 minutes long.
Maybe I was more fucked up than I thought. It's like
maybe you were. I don't know. I think
I first of all, I do not like mushrooms, so that makes sense.
Yeah, so that tracks.
And I wanted the German experience, so like clearly I was like, Eric, if that's not what you're getting, then maybe I'm not getting the full experience.
Yeah,
you know, like so it makes sense logically. Like
you did also only finish half of your beer, for the record.
No, I didn't. I finished the whole.
Oh no, you did. You absolutely only finished half your beer.
Well, that beer was like 4 beers.
It was a fucking liter. It's a gigantic beer, but that also does not detract from the fact that you only finished half of it.
Did I not finish it?
Not even fucking close. You finished half of your beer, and I was very disappointed. I was like, Ryan, you don't need to fucking finish that, but you need to Eric, make a little bit more better of accounting of yourself.
I don't think you even called me out on it, because if you did, I think I would have finished it. Like, I don't think you called me out on. Like,
nah, see, Amanda was babying you. She was just like, "Oh, Ryan didn't cheat in the stein holding contest." Oh, it's okay. Ryan doesn't have to finish his entire beer. And it's like, this is what's fucking giving these millennial fucking, everybody gets a gold medal here. Like, sometimes people need to finish their beers.
I just want to say, I love Amanda for that. She babies me every time we go anywhere. On the camping trip out here, she babies the shit, and I love her for that. Like, she takes care of me, like, you know.
God damn it, Ryan. I'll ask Devin if he has room for a third child.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I don't think it's too late to adopt.
Very sweet person. But yes, if she accepted my half beer, like
yes,
then
I was very upset by it. But yes, you managed to skirt away from your responsibilities.
It was a heavy beer. It was a lot of beer on top of a heavy fucking dinner, and then I had to eat the salmon off the appetizer plate. No one even knew it was salmon. And then we like checked it out. It was like rolled up in like a weird way. Like we ate it. It was good. It was good salmon. Like it wasn't bad. But Jesus, you know, like I ate a lot of heavy food. I just don't normally do that when I'm drinking. You know?
Hell of a $500 meal.
Dude, is that your next point? Because that's my biggest takeaway from Vegas is like, fuck how expensive Vegas is. Like it's absolutely outrageous. That meal should not have been $400 a plus tip, which is like $500. We spent all the fucking pool money on that. Like,
Yeah, just about. We pretty much spent the entirety of that pool money on,
no one talks about it, like, you know. But.
No one talks. So who's going to shine a light on this? But so we kind of canoodled around some other spots, but really nothing of note really happened until you and I were basically fucking done. Like, you and I were dragging ass by the end of that first night, and we just basically went back to the Flamingo. It was around midnight. We settled into our bed for the evening. I remember Ish came in, laughed at us, and then walked out and was out for another 3 hours or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I guess we can just kind of briefly hit on the noise machine topic. You were giving me unending amounts of shit over my noise machine to start off with, and then within maybe like 10 minutes tops, you were fucking out like a light.
It was just the most ridiculous fucking sound I've ever heard. Like,
it's a fan. It sounds like a fan, Ryan.
So fucking loud. Like, it was blaring in my ears.
Would you prefer to hear people running up and down the hallway and doors opening and closing? It's a constant hum to drown out all the ambient bullshit sounds around you in the fucking hotel.
It did end up being kind of like, but when I woke up in the morning, I was like, this kind of soothing, because like it just felt like the AC was on, like, But when you fucking turn that shit on, that is the most obnoxious shit ever anyone could play to like go to sleep. Like, it is so fucking ridiculous. I feel like the viewers like, oh, like you're being like absurd, like like you're just being dramatic. That shit is fucking insane. No one should fucking go to sleep listening to that, like, ever. It
knocked you out. You are talking about it, but like you can't argue with results, Ryan.
Eric, I was out.
You were annoyed for like 4 minutes, and then by the 6th minute, you were fucking snoring.
You were fucking annoyed because I was bitching about it like the whole fucking time before I fell asleep.
That's the second conversation that was starting to piss me off in real life, because like, Eric, why do you have that? And it's like, I can only answer this question so many times before I'm like fucking sick of you.
And in fairness, I did sleep in your bed that you paid for. Like, I get that. That was probably annoying too. I would be annoyed as well if someone like stayed. But, hey, Eric, you invited me. You wanted me to be there. You wanted my presence. And I just sleep with this fucking obnoxious thing. And I went to bed. I was like, hey, you know what? Eric invited me to sleep in his bed. I'll sleep on the corner of this bed, very like to myself. Eric can have 3/4 of it. And I went to sleep. And then Eric woke. Well, okay, no, go ahead with your story. I slept very well. Like,
that's because you were like at points in the literal middle of this queen bed, head facing me. That's the most important element of that. Like, if you had been like encroaching a little bit, but you were facing the other way, like I could have maybe have dealt with that. But the fact that your whole face and like you're gasping for air, snoring towards me was the worst fucking part of it. You're like this close from needing a CPAP, sir. This close.
My dad is a CPAP, so I think it's in the family. Like, like I probably need one. Greta says I snore really bad. I feel like I sleep peacefully every night. Like, I thought I slept really well. I woke up in the morning and I found out that Eric was very upset.
I wasn't very upset. I managed to get like 4 hours of sleep, and so I was like, that's better than I expected.
I walked over. I was like, hey, Eric doesn't want to be woken up, so I fucking continued to sleep till like 11. And I was like, I'm just going to be a nice fucking bedmate. I'm gonna sleep. I'm going to be chill. But I was up, and then I kind of fell asleep again. And then I was like, I can't sleep anymore. It was 11 a.m., so I got enough sleep. But, like, I walked over to Eric, and I was like, where's my wallet? And this fucking fan thing is on, and Eric's fucking talking, and I'm like, I can't. I thought the whole time he was saying it's right here, and that was clearly not what he was saying, because he, like, turned it off. He's like, it's over on the other fucking counter. But... I definitely, you left that thing on. I was like, oh, anyway, I could tell you're in a bad mood in the morning. And you were in a fucking, I don't want to like get too far in this, but you were in a weird mood all fucking day. Like, you came down, met me after I played the tables for a little bit. And it was chill, but I could tell you didn't really want to fucking drink. You didn't want to like go out and do anything. You were like worn out, like, which is fair, you know. But you were in a war, and then okay, wait, I don't want to skip ahead, but you were in just this worn out fucking mood all morning, like.
Yeah, because I got 4 hours of sleep.
I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry, like
with Chainsaw Boy next to me all fucking night. But okay, so I'll tag in at this point. So yes, Sunday morning, the day of the pay-per-view, the whole reason I flew into Las Vegas, I basically headed out to try and just get a bite to eat, see what was going on, etc. Ryan, as per usual, totally incommunicado, not responding to any messages, no idea where the fuck he is. Devin and Amanda are kind of doing their own thing-ish. I don't remember if he was sleeping or what the fuck was going on. But basically, I start wandering around, and I stumbled into an In-N-Out. The only food, with a very small exception, the only food that I ate all day Sunday, which contributes into the latter part of the Sunday story, was an In-N-Out Double and a chocolate milkshake. That's important to keep in mind.
That was your breakfast. You went to the chocolate milkshake side.
Yes, yeah. Well, it was like more of a lunch.
You didn't go with orange juice or anything. You went with chocolate.
You said it was 11. You said you left the room at 11, so I probably left around noon or so. So I probably ate between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. Again, double chocolate milkshake. Their fries are garbage. I didn't need to worry about their fries. So that's what. And then eventually we meet up. You and I go to a Mexican restaurant. You're basically forcing shots of mezcal on me. You order some wings, which I had 2 of. So that's literally the only other thing that I ate.
Yeah.
Were two wings. And we just kind of hung out for a little while. And then eventually we all kind of meet up again. We make the plan. Okay, we're going to the venue. And we went and we saw AEW Double or Nothing, which I guess... So I could probably do the math right now. I had at least 7 or 8 beers at the show. Because I checked my credit card statement, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, I haven't looked at that yet. I don't want to. But hold on. So I'm trying to think of the whole day up to this point, how much we had. Like,
what, to drink?
So I bought the mimosas. You had like a sip and then like gave it up, and then I think
I finished my my drink.
You did not. No, you fucking didn't. I fucking finished. That's how I got COVID, Eric. Because I finished your fucking drink after you took 1 sip.
If you say so.
I asked you specifically, do you have COVID? And you're like, nah, I'm good. And then you fucking gave me COVID. Like, so you had that, and then I think you had like 1 fucking mezcal.
Was it 1 or 2?
Maybe 2. Maybe 2.
It may have been 2.
And okay, so 2, and then I think we went to the show after that. Like,
I just checked my bank statement. I had 6 beers at the show
for $14 each.
They were $20 a piece.
Oh, they were just 20.
They were just 20. That's fine.
Fuck. All right.
But yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I had that.
See, okay, Eric, this is where I was curious. Like, I didn't know, like, how you got so fucked up, like, all of a sudden. Because I didn't think maybe you were going back up more than I thought. Because but like, that's a lot of beers, and they're big beers, you know. Like, I mean, they're like light beer, yeah, but they're big. Like, I didn't realize I was like, damn, because you were being fucking grabby as fuck. I was like, Eric, get the fuck off of me. Like, even the guy next to me was like, oh my god, like, and you were just fucking being like the grabbiest motherfucker like ever. Like,
men just being men.
Did you see that? Like, let me touch you. Like, I don't know. You were just.
Is that your impression of me?
That's what you were doing. Like the whole fucking time, Eric. I was like, God damn, get the fuck off of me. Like, but I didn't realize you were 7. Not that it's an excuse. Fuck you, Eric.
What? Jesus.
You tend to do this. You get drunk and you get grabby. You get very grabby with me. You grab my thigh.
It's because you don't like being grabbed, and so
I don't.
The thing that people don't like me doing, that's the thing that intrinsically
I know, of course you do.
Attracts me to them.
That's just the thing. Like, but I didn't realize, not like I said, not an excuse, Eric, but I didn't realize you were 7 beers deep. I should have. But you all of a sudden you got fucked up. Like,
yeah, and I had no food in my stomach, and I got real drunk over the course of that show. So besides me grabbing you, what did you think of the big show?
So here's the thing, Eric. I did like it. I went in, and I think it's an event that you don't really get to experience that often. Like, it's a fan event. Like, it's a fan event, and there's some really fucking, like, especially watching wrestling for like the last 2 years and then seeing it live, like. My only complaint, Eric, is that, and this is something that could probably happen with it. It was very long, like it was very long, and I have an attention span of like a fucking 2-year-old, like, you know, like, so I do not have, like, you know, and everyone's asking me like, oh, like, God, are you ready? I was like, God damn it, like, I'm fucked up, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, but like, I here's the thing, like, I've talked to some friends about like going to it, and I was like, it was a very fucking cool thing to like actually get to sit and see, like, and you have your kind of drama aspect of it that's getting played initially. You get to see the fight, you get to see you hear the mat. The fucking fans are and like, you have a great group with you, like, who like kind of tries to start that, and it's just, that's the best part about it, is like, you know, like, and then you go up to the bathroom and you fucking like almost get trampled.
I need to rewatch that show now that I'm not blackout drunk. To see specifically the Anarchy in the Arena match, because everybody's talked about how fucking nuts that shit was.
God, I honestly, I couldn't even fucking tell you which match is which match. Like,
I mean, that's the one where everybody was brawled. Like, that's when you almost got trampled during. That was Anarchy in the Arena.
I'm not kidding. I walked out of the bathroom. This is like the weirdest shit. Like, I walked out and I was just taking a piss. Like, all I wanted to do was take a piss and like relieve my bladder. Like, that's it. And then I fucking get up there, and security's up there like, do not fucking go in the middle of the fucking concourse. Like, do not fucking do that. I'm like, all right, like, I wasn't planning on it. I was just gonna go. And then I see Devin and Ish running up, leading the fucking crowd with their phones. They're like, and they're both with like the biggest smiles on their face. Like, they're like, you know, and they're running up, and all of a sudden it just gets packed. I'm in the fucking front lines of the show. I'm in the very front. So I'm like, I have to pull out my phone and record it. Like,
yeah, of course.
He's like, so I pulled it out and like, you know, I recorded it, and I'm right fucking, like, no one's closer than I am. You know?
No, I was shocked how like in the thick of that.
You saw it, yeah. Like, it was fucking the most, and I honestly couldn't have cared less. Like Devin and Ish should have been like in the front, like doing something to me, like, cause I was like, how the fuck do I get back to my seat? Like, you know,
right.
But I was like, this is kind of so. But then I fucking have a whole beer with me too, and I'm like getting trampled, and I'm like spilling beer on this girl's head. Like if she's like, oh my God, how is this beer being spilled? I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like I couldn't do anything. Like, I was getting fucking, and I kind of hugged her. She's like, it's okay. Just this weird moment of like beer spilling and like being like, I'm sorry, like consoling her. Like,
pro wrestling, bringing people together.
I thought my ankles were gonna get broken again. I was like totally sure. I was like, fuck, dude, this is so ridiculous. I'm in this moment. Like, and then they did kind of move on, and like, but what a weird fucking situation to be in. I if I was in the seat, I would not have ran up. I didn't care for it. Like, I didn't care to be up there. Like, I just happened to be fucking there while it was happening. And, yeah. So, but like, you know, cool fucking thing to like, you know, have it, you know, recorded in my head. But
yeah,
you know, that was a weird, it was a weird thing. Just a weird wrestling experience, man. Like,
everybody loves weird wrestling experiences. Anything else from, I guess, the trip as a whole? I mean, obviously, like, so I remember most of the beginning of the show, bits and pieces halfway through, and then after the show, I remember like just little bits of information here and there.
Let me tell you kind of what happened, because I was getting fucking, I don't say annoyed, but I was getting annoyed at you. Because, like, you were sitting there, like, we went to, like, this bar right outside of the
I remember the bar. Yeah.
Yeah. And I I remember like texting you, and I texted Greta, like, I was just like, hey, like, do you want some food? Basic shit, I think is what I said. Just like, whatever, hamburger, hot dog, like chicken burger. And you never responded, but like clearly it didn't go to you.
Right.
So I got some food. The food was fucking garbage. Fucking hated that chicken burger. Not good. And then I was like, Eric, I want to go home. I was like, I don't want to stay at the hotel tonight. Like, I want to go. And you're like non-responsive at this point. Like, you are not responding to me at all. Like, you're not even acknowledging I exist. and fucking Ish finally, he's like, hey man, take my key. Like, you can just leave it in the room. Like, I'll go with Eric. Like, take my key. I was like, cool. Like, and then all of a sudden you fucking like jumped up. You're like, I want to go. I want to go back to the hotel. And like, so then me, you, and Ish got back, and we took an Uber somehow, and then we got back to the hotel. That was pretty chill. Like, we just went back and like kind of sat down, and like, and then you took a bunch of fucking gummies. You were like passing them out, and I think you took like a few. I took one, and it was fine. Like, I was a little high, but then I woke up the next morning. I felt great.
Sure.
But you had said you were pretty fucked up, like, at that point. Like, and you were passing out and eating gummies like they were nothing. Like,
great. I do. The only thing I remember, and like, I thought you were around, but I could be wrong. Either Amanda or Devin were playing a table game. I remember standing there giggling, and I could barely stand. Like, I was doing the weeble wobble thing near the table, and like Devin turns to, I think it was Ish, and be like, he can't be here anymore. He's too fucked up. And that's my only memory. I have no memory of going back to the room. I have no memory of falling asleep.
You don't remember going back to the room at all? Like,
no.
See, that's what I'm saying. You were so like I could not enter your head with what I was saying. Like, I just could not get like you to respond. Like, you were just whatever you were doing, and like, Ish finally was like, here's the key. Like, you can go. Like. And but then it was chill back at the room. I picked up my shit, like, and then I
you stole my sunglasses.
Your sunglasses were amazing. Like, I wore them.
They're my what? You can't just wear another man's sunglasses.
I did. I would put them on. They're fucking great. I want to get those lenses.
They're my fucking favorite pair of sunglasses. You asshole.
I'll give them back. You can have them. Like, I fucking hit you up. I was like, did anyone miss a pair of sunglasses? Like, they're great sunglasses though. Like,
they're my favorite pair of sunglasses I've ever owned.
Well, I have them. They're safe. Actually,
don't put them on.
They're right here.
Yeah, there they are. I recognize those. Yeah.
They're right here. I got them safe and sound, Eric. I have worn them, but they're safe and sound. Like, you just once we swap shoes for sunglasses, you get them back.
Please, that sounds good. But yeah, I would not say that that's the drunkest I've ever been. It's probably in the top 5. And like, I'm shocked. Wow. I'm shocked that I didn't barf. I'm shocked that I didn't like misplay, because one thing that got lost in all this, because I lost the stein holding contest, I wore the naked man jumper, which has very shallow pockets. And so if you would have told me, Eric, you're going to get hammered, blackout drunk, while wearing that jumper, I would have said, I'm almost certainly going to misplace my wallet or my phone. And,
but you had everything. Like,
and I had everything.
Mostly.
I didn't misplace a thing. So like, I guess I can't really complain too much, but like, if I had to do it again, I would not drink as much as I did at the show.
Were you, how about the next day? Were you all right, like flying back, or did you feel?
I mean, I think I felt shitty because of the COVID. I did feel like pretty fucking beat up, but I wasn't sure because I didn't take any ibuprofen until like the next morning, and so
you got to take it the night before. That's the trick.
Somebody had to babysit me and make sure that I did that, but nobody did it. I was
gone, Eric. I would have made sure.
I appreciate it,
but I had. I always get really. I was, in fairness, also I was very fucked up that whole day. Like, I was also very drunk. Like, I'm not like, and so I was talking.
Not to the point of getting handsy. I wish you would have, but I just figured, after sharing a bed, we were beyond that?
Eric, I had to work my hands to get you off of me. Like, my hands were working the entire fucking night. Like, I was probably being dramatic too. I was like, I gotta get my shit. I gotta go. I had no reason. I had to really like dip. But I just like,
I didn't want to be grabbed anymore.
I was home by, it was, funny. I was home by midnight, and then like fucking got a pretty good night of sleep. Felt great the next morning with that gummy. Like,
I bet you did.
It was a great, I felt fantastic. Like, I knew I'd done bad things the night before, like, but I felt really good. So, honestly, like, all in all, like, that was totally worth fucking being out there, like, for, the night. That was a fun fucking Vegas trip, like, that I'll probably remember, for a while.
Good.
So it was good. It was good. I had a good time.
I also had a good time. I was glad. I knew the risk of COVID was high. Took that risk.
I didn't. I honestly, it was like, man, COVID's like, I knew it was out there, but I guess I didn't think I was going to get it. Like,
that's more of a 2020 late type of thing. Nobody gets that here in 2022.
Fuck, man. Like, I am the COVID guy now. I've gotten COVID.
Hey, everybody. It's the guy who pees in pool and gets COVID.
We tried our best, man. Like, I told my parents, I was like, man, like, I got all the vaccines. Like, I gave it my best shot, but I just went to Vegas,
You can't argue with
went
that.
to the fucking weirdest pool party in the world. Like,
I don't know that I'd go that far, but it was a thing. All right. Let's take a brief commercial break. When we come back, because Ryan insists on being asked a question, we're going to come back with Ask the Talent. And we're back. Ryan. Actually, before I ask Ryan this question, I should say this. Ryan is not a licensed psychologist, medical doctor, or healthcare professional. His advice does not replace the care of psychologists, doctors, or other healthcare professionals. Ryan.
A wave is like a twister.
How would you break out of prison?
Fuck. So here's the thing, Eric. Yep. I think that if you were in prison for life, your only, like, real option would be to think about how you break out every single day. Like, right? Like,
sure.
Like, why would you want to stay? Like, what's your worst punishment? Like, nothing.
Right. And and secondary question, not only how would you break out of prison, but how would pruny fingers be involved in this somehow?
Well, you dig into the well water, you gotta dig deep. Like,
right, exactly. Prune up the fingers, and then you got your prints. They're like, who is this? Who is this old man?
Honestly, like, I think...
Would you have Greta smuggle a nail file in a cake for you?
I don't think you can dig yourself out of prison. I don't think that's reasonable. I think, like, people have done that, but that takes way too much work.
You would bribe a guard.
No, I don't have that kind of talent.
Well, then what's the strategy here?
I almost think if you have to get out of prison, and it's not likely, you might have a 0.00001% chance of ever doing it. You almost just gotta fucking, like, figure out a way to get over the barbed wire, like, and maybe rip yourself up to death, like, like.
Not in the good way. Not in the good way.
You might have to fucking just, and I get, like, you might be shot at, like, you might die,
right?
But
what's the alternative? Rot in a prison cell?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you might just have to sort out a way, kind of plan it, where you can, and then you just go over the barbed wire, like, which would be tough and painful. You might get infected. You can't really go to the hospital, ibuprofen, Neosporin, whatever you got to do. Like, but like that, they're only like barbed wire rings, like, like you could maybe bend them in a certain way to, like, allow you.
But aren't the walls very tall? Like, how would you get to the point where you're scaling this wall?
True. I don't know. They might be very tall. Like,
I think they are.
But if you're, like,
they're not waist high walls.
No, but, like, if you're gonna escape from prison, you have to kind of have, like, an elaborate. Maybe you have someone who's, like, standing you up. I don't know, like your buddy. He's like, I don't want to be a part of this, but well, I guess you have to be a part of it. I don't know. I just think that's your best shot. Like, I think that's what, because you're not digging your way out of prison. I don't know. You could maybe try to find a strategic way, like, but I think your best bet is just jump over that barbed wire. Like,
I think bribing the guard. I think that's the way to go. That's
Eric,
my answer.
You're a good talker though. If you were in prison, you could probably talk your way out, dude. Like
Yeah.
I don't have that skill.
I'd make toilet moonshine, get real drunk, and just start getting real handsy with the guard until he's like, "Get the fuck out of here." That's what would happen.
You would get handsy with the fucking guard. You would.
I mean, I'm nothing if not consistent here, Ryan.
Till the other guards are looking like, "What the fuck, man?
What's this fucking guy's problem? I don't know."
Yeah.
Wrestling fans, you know how they are. Well, thank you for that enlightening answer. So just somehow climb the wall. We don't know how, but maybe stand on your buddy's shoulders and then just get ripped to shreds by barbed wire and hope you don't get shot.
You gotta go for it, yeah. You gotta get torn up with barbed wire. Or learn how to jump really high. Like maybe lift off your buddy's shoulder.
Learn how to jump really high.
You just gotta go over the barbed wire somehow. Like there's no way you're not tunneling your way out like the movies. Like
it's not happening, pal. Well, I'm sure no Markomaniacs will find themselves in the situation where they're in prison, but if they do, there you go. You got all the information you need. But follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Hardmark Podcast. Like us on Facebook. Follow Ryan on TikTok at RJMurphy1922.
How the fuck did... That is my TikTok name.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Don't worry about it.
Just got the deeds.
But if you're not hard, everybody get hard. Once you get hard, stay hard. Rumpus time is over. Thanks, everybody.
You drink a lot of pee.